this fellow said, "This is what women get for," and the woman who wanted me to be in kindergarten, who had a fantasy, Jeffrey, and what women get in the situation here. Everybody's hands are tied behind their back. It is hilarious. So just laugh. You ain't got to do nothing else but laugh. Some woman up there in the FBI had an adult baby fetish but now that's what they did to me at Plainview General back in 1995. One time they had me do artwork and shit, like crayons and shit, and there was white woman Jews, like what do you call them? Not caveman, you know what I'm talking about. And I had finished doing some coloring and some shit, so I left it on the table. You know what I mean? I'm a grown fucking man. I was 23. But there'd be nothing to do. But sometimes you ain't nothing to do. I was there. So when I walked up, she said, "Jeffrey," like a school teacher. She said, "Where'd your work at?" And I said, "It's on the table." She said in a very stern voice, like she's my mother, "Bring it to me," and shit. And like if I don't, they would get disciplined. And I had to go there and get this fucking bullshit colored paper and hand it to her. Like her name was Miss Stein, my school teacher, and somebody had that fetish back then. Women's nipples get so hard, rock hard, they get so turned on, and they lost their reality focus with me. It's like some old Star Trek shit, some Gene Roddenberry script, where they actually like he's a baby and shit. You know what I mean? They don't know how to really fight that shit. Like Elvis Presley, some cult shit. Words, like some cult shit. And they raised their little white daughters on that shit too. They tell them the legend about this one dude and shit who's in the government program. And that's where they go, and they raise their kids. The same way you do homeless people when you want to train your kids to understand values. You drive by black homeless people and be like, "Don't you ever turn out like that?" But then they got this little zoo, this little museum, where they say, "Don't tell nobody. We got this one black adult dude, but he's like a baby." You get it? And when they see me in my teeth, you get it? And they little girls get raised on my get it? And it's embarrassing because, nobody came along as of yet and rescued me to show you that I'm a man. You understand? So just laugh. Laugh at women. Laugh everything they do, every decision they want to make for me, just to make sure I'm stranded as a retarded kindergartner. He lacked mental capacity. You understand it? Laugh at him. Just laugh. Laugh. That's what they did to my mother until I actually die on them as a result of this shit. It was bad enough when my father moved us out of Queens. After all those years, I still was homesick. After all them years, when I became an adult, my father, we had a conversation one time. He said, "Jeffrey," I said, "Yeah, I'm going to go back to Queens." When I was like a young man, he couldn't understand it. Though I loved the neighborhood and people, yes, but I'm just a city boy. Most people were like, "Yo, but still." So think about what I'm going through now. Although my father died, I had his house as a reminder. You know what I mean? So if I felt that way, how do you think I felt now with all these strangers that the government allowed me to be kidnapped around because women had a fetish, a hard-up adult baby fetish that I had no control over? Some were very curious about that shit, like Fabio San Diego. Word, it was highly curious. That was you yet?